Hey guys, greetings and salutations. January 4th, I believe. Not really sure. 4th or 5th, it's Sunday. I really don't pay too much attention to the calendar anymore. But here I am at the back of the Dart. Today, I'm back here because I need to replace this rear deck panel, this filler panel. This filler panel here that goes between the trunk lid and the back window along the leading edge here. This is typically where these rot because the back windows on these old A-bodies are a compound convex. They bend this way and they bend this way. Yeah, so they're pretty expensive pieces of glass. They still repop them, believe it or not. But yeah, there's some real heavy pitting here. You can see the pitting here in the sail panel, or the B pillar, I guess you would want to call it. There's a lot of heavy pitting here. I'm probably going to cut this out. I tried treating it, but it's just the pits are too deep, and sandblasting would just open those pits up, and I'll be over here trying to fill them with silicon bronze, and I don't have torches, so that's not going to work. So what I'm doing is I'm pulling all the, drilling out all the spout welds with a spout weld cutter. And focus, a little spout weld cutter. But they do make this part, and I think it's about 250 bucks for this skin. And the problem with aftermarket parts is that they still require, they're probably going to get damaged in shipping, so you're going to have to do some body work right out of the box. And even if you don't, even if they're not damaged during shipping, you're going to have to do a lot of body work to get these to fit. Because the thing that Chrysler did, that GM and Ford didn't do, is Chrysler destroyed all their stamps, all their dies. You know, when they got done running this A-body, this body style ran from 67, and a variation of it ran all the way into 73 before they went to the old Duster, the 70s era Duster style, with more of a teardrop shape instead of a box shape. But they destroyed all the dies, they just scrapped them. Whereas GM and Ford were smart and recognized that somebody's probably going to buy these dies from us and start stamping their own parts, and that's what happened. GM and Ford warehoused their dies, and Chrysler sent theirs to the smelter. So that's why there's more parts available for Fords and for GM vehicles than there are for Chryslers. Anyway, fun facts to know again. So I was thinking about repopping this part because there's holes. It's pitting so deep there here. When I hit it with a sandblaster, it blasted holes here. Now I could fix this two different ways. I could fix this several different ways. I could make a patch, which I tried doing, and if I wanted to spend that much time doing metal work, I could have formed my own. But this is a compound curve here, so it's really hard to do and have it come out right. I could do that, weld in patches, or I could fill this with silicon bronze, which means I need to go out and buy torches, because I don't have torches. So I was going to buy a reproduced panel. Again, the reasons why I didn't, obviously, at 250 bucks is a pretty big chunk of change. It's a pretty big hit. So I happened to be, before we moved out here to Pahrump, I was living in Henderson, and I happened to be out looking for some parts for the Suburban. Well, I happened to, go to the truck, checked out the trucks. They didn't have anything, and didn't have what I was looking for. And I turn around and I look over to the Dodge section, and here's a 1972 Valiant, which is, same body, different badging, Plymouth Valiant. This is Dodge Dart, and the Plymouth equivalent was the Valiant. But they had this piece. Check it out. And it's completely clean. It's like brand new. I stripped all the paint off. This one was red, but it is completely rust free. Now, before I put this in, there's a stud where the clip clips on for the stainless steel trim. and there's a hole where every one of those clips was. I need to fill those. So I'll probably use my TIG welder and TIG weld these holes shut. But I'm gonna pull this thing off, and eventually I'm gonna replace it with that other piece. And that piece only cost me 60 bucks. 60 bucks. So 60 bucks is a lot easier to swallow than 250. And it's a factory original part. It should go right back in. I should have to do very little body work to make it fit and maintain the body line. Right now, I need to get busy on this, so I'll pause periodically and I'll take some videos, show the progress. Probably isn't going to happen today, but maybe it will. I don't know. Let's see. Come on along with it. Sometimes you just need to work smart instead of hard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a lion's share of this stuff away with my plasma cutter. So I got the Hypotherm PowerMax 30 plugged in over here, and I got it plugged in 110 parts. The good thing about this particular model is that it operates off 110 household current or 220. Cool. It's idiot proof, which is a good thing for me. So had the 110 thing on here, run at 15 amps. We'll see if that cuts. Probably should get some eye protection. It just dawned on me that maybe some of you have never seen a spot weld cutter in action, so I'm going to show you how to use it. So take your 1/8" drill bit, you find your spot welds, and usually there's a depression in the sheet metal. They're kind of easy to see. Over here you can see them a lot better, because this area right here has been ground. But we have a couple here. And on this part, there's usually one every inch. So just put a little divot like that, just enough to keep that point from walking out. Put your spot weld cutter in, like so. See that? It would help if I had a camera there. Just as easy as that, and you just keep working on down the line. Alright, well now I got a little spot weld right there that I need to grind out. I got these little pieces right here. I got this little leaded in piece I need to take out. Same thing on the other side. But there, the panel's gone. That's what it looks like. It looks like a pickup bed now, doesn't it? No. So what I got to do before I weld that new piece in is I got to, all these little nubs right here, this is the leftover metal from the piece that I took off, so these need to be all ground down flat. And then when I did the other one, I basically, when I found the one at the junkyard, I took and I cut outside this body seam, and then I cut this through the speaker wire and brought a cordless saws out there and just overcut it. And then if you notice, this one's all intact because I cut the spot welds out from the back side. So I'll need to go through and have a pneumatic punch. Now I have to punch holes every inch or so I could do rosette welds with my MIG welder. But that will be a topic for a future video, hopefully within the next week or so perhaps. But that's where we're at today. We got that little panel out, and we need to, like I got a mouse in my pocket. I need to metal prep all that and get those little bits and pieces out of the way and then fit that. And then, like I mentioned, the body lines suck on this thing. There's almost a 3/8 of an inch gap at that back, and I might do some body work, some metal work to actually bring that body line in a little tighter, so it's a little more uniform. But then I might not either. So that's where we're at currently with the Dodge Dart. This is going to be a long-term thing. You're going to see this off and on throughout the year. One of my goals this year is to get this and the dually done this year, especially the dually. So until next time, if you haven't subscribed, go down there in the subscription box and click on subscribe if you haven't done that yet. And if you're so inclined, go ahead and comment in the comment section. What do you think of this? Until next time, you stay safe, have fun, and you have a splendid day. I want to go make some cider.